Welcome back, Truth Seeker. March 11th, 2023. 3 years ago today, the World Health Organization declared the coronavirus pandemic by the numbers, and from that day forward, all of the COVID news has unfolded by the numbers, including the latest story at the beginning of this month, where the man who developed the first vaccine for COVID was found strangled to death. If you're new here, Gematria, the Kabbalistic practice of coding numbers into words. You learn this code, you see through the headlines. For example, coronavirus pandemic equals 113. So does the National Basketball Association. Remember, the pandemic was declared on 11/3, and the NBA was locked down because of Rudy Gobert, who was then on the Utah Jazz, blamed for spreading the virus. By the way, Utah Jazz, the only team in the NBA that equals 113, which is the 30th prime number, going with the 30 teams in the league. Anyhow, fast forward to this month's March 2023. The month begins with the developer of the first COVID vaccine being strangled to death. The news broke on March 3rd, 3/3. Reportedly, he had been killed the day before, March 2nd. If you're new here, Gematria, very simple. It's based on the alphabetic order forwards, backwards, and forwards and backwards with numerology. We'll show how those ciphers work in this video. If you take the alphabetic order with numerology, for example, Sputnik V, the name of the Russian COVID gem, it equals 33, like how the headline broke on 3/3. March 3rd is the 62nd day of the year. Andrey Botikov, Gematria 62, dead in the headlines on this day. Now, with regards to him dying March 2nd, that was the 132nd day of his age. If you just take the alphabetic order without numerology, Sputnik V equals 132. Dies on his 132nd day of his age after developing the Sputnik V. Notice also, if you run the alphabetic order in reverse, vaccine is 132. Okay. To go back to what I covered when this news broke August 11, 2020, about this vaccine being the first in the world for COVID announced by Vladimir Putin, I pointed out how it was the day leaving 142 days left in the year. Coronavirus equals 142. And it was the 224th day of the year because it was a leap year. The number 84 has a connection with 224 because the divisors at 84 sum to 224. Sputnik V, when you run it the other way, equals 84 instead of 132, just like Vladimir Putin's 84, just like Jesuits' 84. And if you're new here, again, the Jesuits in the 16th century gave us the calendar we're on, English language as we know it, and have been running rituals with this code ever since. They served the Catholic Church. Now, when this was announced by Putin, it was announced 57 days before Putin's birthday. And realize when this happened, we'd already pointed out the pattern of 57 and vaccines well in advance. May 7th, 2020, we had predicted a month in advance why on May 7th there would be big news for Moderna that should skyrocket its stock price, which it did. Moderna on 5/7 became the first vaccine in the world, in the United States, approved for phase 2 testing. The stock value skyrocketed that day. And again, vaccine equals 57, as does Bill Gates. So see how when you run it forwards, vaccine's 57, in reverse it's 132. Again, going with Sputnik V, and this man being dead on the 132nd day of his age. Again, Catholic Church is also 132, so is United States of America. If you don't know the history, the Illuminati was founded by the Jesuit Adam Weishaupt, May 1st, 1776. The United States of America was named on the 132nd day of the Illuminati's age. Again, the Illuminati founded by the Jesuit Adam Weishaupt. The Jesuits served the Catholic Church. How all these things come together. Order of Illuminati equals 201, like the Jesuit order, like Event 201 was the COVID simulation. And for another familiar pattern, when the jab was released, it was 72 days before Andrey Botikov's birthday. Jesuit order 72, huge number with that cabal. Thus why Pope Francis, the first Jesuit pope, the first to live in Suite 201 at the Vatican, became the first Jesuit pope on the 72nd day of the year, March 13, 2013. It's also why Joe Biden lost his son at age 46 when he was 72, 201 days before the Pope's birthday. It's also why back in 1972, Joe Biden lost his wife and daughter on Limestone Road, which equals 201. And of course, the Great Pyramid of Giza is made out of limestone, and Great Pyramid of Giza equals 201. And there's 201 remaining layers of stone on it. And the pyramid on the dollar bill, which pays tribute, is made out of 72 bricks. So we don't need to ask who killed Andrey Botikov. The only question we really need to ask is, did he even develop the jab, or was he just kind of the face of it for something that was probably developed long before August 11, 2020, just like the rest of these medicines that they rushed out in the name of the emergency as declared by the World Health Organization on March 11th, 2020. Regardless, RIP to Andrey Botikov, and please help get the word out about this information. Every like, every share, every comment helps in a big way because the algorithm fights hard against this channel every single day. Till next time, Truth Seeker.